Hello, welcome everybody. So we are in our fifth module, cables and suspension bridges. Already we have seen what are cables and how it is used in suspension bridges, how to analyze a cable when the cable is subjected to concentrated loads, how to analyze a cable when it is subjected to uniformly distributed load. And we have seen how to analyze the cable when the levels, support levels are different. That is when the supports are at different levels. Now this is the last part of our module 5. So with this we will complete our module 5. Okay, the last part is forces on anchor cables and towers. So in the first part we saw that cables are used to join the two supports and also they are used as anchor cables. So now we will see what will be the force on the anchor cables. So the forces on anchor cables and towers depends upon the type of support given to the cable. So what type of supports? We generally use two types of supports. There are mainly two types of supports. First one is pulley support and the second is roller support, also known as saddle resting on the tower. Saddle resting on the tower. So first type of support is the pulley support. See, this is called pulley support. See, we have already analyzed the cable connecting two towers. Here you can see we have one tower. This is our tower. So we may have another tower here. And we have seen how to analyze the cable when it connects two towers. So what we have already seen is analysis of this cable. When this cable is subjected to concentrated load and uniformly distributed loads. Now, in this part, we are going to analyze the force in the cable, anchor cable, the forces in the anchor cable. So, this is called anchor cable, that is the cable connecting the tower and the anchor. It is anchored to some other support. So this is called anchor cable. So what will be the load on the anchor cable and what load will be transmitted to this tower? This is what we are going to study today. So when we are considering the pulley support, we have an anchor cable. Now this angle, that is the angle between the main cable and the tower, is taken as theta, and the angle between the anchor cable and the tower is taken as alpha. Now since it is a pulley support, so this is called pulley support, you will have a pulley at the top of the tower. So for pulley support, the tension in the cable will be same for both main cable and anchor cable. That is, see, whatever tension you have in the main cable, that will be transmitted to the anchor cable. So tension in the anchor cable is also equal to T, tension in the main cable is also equal to T. Now the distance, that is the height of the tower, is taken as h1, small h1. The height of the tower is taken as small h1. So the vertical load that will be transmitted to the tower. So now we have cables. So tension in the main cable is T and tension in the anchor cable is also T. So we can resolve this into horizontally and vertically. We can resolve the tension in the main cable into horizontally and vertically, and tension in the anchor cable also into horizontally and vertically. So when we are resolving like this, the vertical force that will be transmitted to the tower is equal to, see these both are downwards, the both vertical components are downwards. So VT, vertical load that will be transmitted to the tower will be, this is T sine alpha, and this component is T cos alpha, sorry, T sine theta. So the two vertical, summation of two vertical components, so T sine theta and T sine alpha. So the vertical load that will be transmitted to the tower will be T sine theta plus T sine alpha. Now, what will be the horizontal load that will be transmitted to the tower? So the tensile tension in the cable can be resolved horizontally and vertically. Same way, tension in the anchor cable can be resolved horizontally and vertically. Now consider the horizontal components. This is T cos theta, this component is T cos theta, and this component is T sine theta, sorry, T cos alpha. Horizontal component is T cos alpha. So now one is right side and the other one is left side. So our horizontal load that will be transmitted to the tower will be T cos theta minus T cos alpha. Now what will be the bending moment on the tower? So bending moment on the tower will be HT, that is the horizontal force acting on the tower into the vertical distance, that is H1, that will be the bending moment on the tower. So pulley support, that's all what is needed for us. Now we will go for the next support, that is saddle resting on the tower or roller support. So this is the roller support. You can see here two rollers. So we call it as roller support. We have a main cable. Here we will have another tower. So main cable and anchor cable. This is a tower. The angle between the main cable and the main cable makes an angle of theta with the horizontal. The anchor cable makes an angle of alpha with the horizontal. Now the tension in the main cable is T. Tension in the anchor cable is T1. See, for a pulley support, the tension is the same for both the main cables and for the anchor cable. But for saddle resting on the tower or for the roller support, the tension on the main cable is different from that for the anchor cable. So for anchor cable we will take it as T1 and for main cable we will take it as T. So now the tension in the anchor cable is T1. So this T1 is equal to, that is we will resolve this into horizontally, and the reason is we will resolve this horizontally and vertically. So when we are resolving this horizontally and vertically, and also we are resolving the tension in the anchor cable horizontally and vertically. So the tension in the anchor cable is T1. You take the horizontal components, we get T1 cos alpha. This is T1 cos alpha. So T1 cos alpha is equal to T cos theta. So we get T1 cos alpha is equal to T cos theta. So T1 is equal to T into cos theta by cos alpha. Cos theta by cos alpha. Now, what will be the vertical force on the tower? So now this is nothing but the horizontal force or the horizontal component. Now the vertical force on the tower will be equal to, we are resolving this into horizontally and vertically, and also we are resolving T1 horizontally and vertically. So what we get is, we are equating the vertical forces. So we get T1, this is T1 sine alpha is equal to, T1 sine alpha plus T sine theta. So T1 sine alpha plus T sine theta is the vertical force. The tension in the anchor cable is determined by, that is T1 can be found by equating the horizontal forces. That is T1 cos alpha is equal to T cos theta, and vertical forces, by equating the vertical forces we get T1 sine alpha plus T sine theta. Now we will go for, after this understanding, with this concept, we will go for the example problems. We will see 2 problems today. With this, our 5th module will be over. So first problem is, a bridge cable is suspended from towers 80 meter apart. So the span length between the towers is 80 meter and carries a load of 30 kilonewton per meter over the entire span. If the maximum sag is 8 meter, calculate the maximum tension in the cable. If the cable is supported by saddles which are kept in position by wires inclined at 30 degree to the horizontal, determine the forces on the tower. If the same inclination of anchor cables passes over the pulley, determine the tensions on the tower. So, a cable is given for us. It is subjected to UDL throughout the span length, and we have 2 types of supports. First case is the saddle or the roller support, and the second case is pulley support. So when it is subjected to either roller support or pulley support, our aim is to find theta and alpha. See, we need theta, alpha, T1 and T in case of roller support. We need alpha, theta and T in terms of pulley support. Now first case is roller support. Okay, so this is your problem now. See, we have a cable. So this is our cable. So this cable has a tension T, and the anchor cable, tension in the anchor cable is T1. Now the maximum dip, see, suspended from towers 80 meter apart. So the span length is 80 meter. Now the load UDL is 30 kilonewton per meter and the maximum sag is 8 meter. So maximum dip is 8 meter. The wires are inclined at 30 degree to the horizontal. That means the anchor cable is inclined at 30 degree to the horizontal. Now we need to find what is theta. Then we need to find what is the horizontal and vertical forces that will be acting on the tower. So our tower is given, roller support is given, load is 30 kilonewton per meter, dip is 8 meter, the span length is 80 meter, alpha, that is angle between the anchor cable and the horizontal, is 30 degree. So left support alpha is equal to 30 degree and right support alpha is equal to 30 degree. So tension in the anchor cable is taken as T1 and tension in the main cable is taken as T. Theta is the angle which the cable makes with the horizontal. Okay, so diagram is clear for you now. First of all, we will see the vertical reaction at the supports. Vertical reaction at the support. Since it is an UDL, see, this is an UDL. Since it is an UDL, the vertical reaction at A, that is at support A, this support we take it as A, and this support is taken as B, and at the supports A and B we have vertical reaction and horizontal reactions, horizontal thrust. At B also we have vertical reaction and horizontal thrust. Now vertical reaction VA equal to VB because it is UDL over the entire span. So VA is equal to VB. Vertical reaction at A equal to vertical reaction at B equal to is the same. So we take it as V, that is equal to WL by 2. W is 30 kilonewton per meter. So W is 30, L is 80. Span length is 80. Divided by 2, we get 1200 kilonewton. Now, we will find the horizontal thrust. See, already we have seen when a cable is subjected to UDL or concentrated loads, the supports are at same level or at different level, our horizontal thrust remains the same in both the supports. So H is equal to, the formula for H is equal to WL square by 8H. So substituting the value of W as 30, L as 80 square by 8 into H. The maximum dip is 8 meter. So we get 3000 kilonewton. Horizontal thrust is 3000 kilonewton. Now, the tension in the cables or tension at the support, the maximum tension at the supports, maximum tension in the cable, TA is equal to TB. Because the vertical reactions and horizontal thrust is the same at both the supports. So TA equal to TB is equal to, we take it as T, tension as T. So that is equal to square root of V square plus H square, vertical reaction square plus horizontal thrust, square of the horizontal thrust. We get 1200 square plus 3000 square. The answer is 3231.09 kilonewton horizontal thrust. Now we will see the angle theta. So we know H is equal to T cos theta. Already we have seen this while solving the problems when the cables are subjected to UDL. We know H is equal to T cos theta. That means anywhere in the cable, see, anywhere in the cable, you resolve the tension in the cable to horizontally and vertically. Anywhere we resolve this to horizontally and vertically, the horizontal thrust is the same. So anywhere in the cable, H is equal to T cos theta. So H is equal to T cos theta. We get 3000 is equal to 3231 cos theta. So from this, theta is equal to 21.8 degree. That is the angle between the cable and the horizontal is 21.8 degree. Now we got all the values. We know what is alpha, we know what is theta, we know what is tension in the cable T. Now, since it is a roller support, tension in the anchor cable is different from the tension in the main cable. So, tension in the anchor cable, we can resolve this into horizontally, that is this tension T we can resolve horizontally and vertically. We can resolve this T1 horizontally and vertically. So, tension in the anchor cable T1, if we equate the horizontal component, horizontal forces, that is this is T1 cos alpha, T1 cos alpha, and this is T cos theta. So, T1 cos alpha is equal to T cos theta. We get T1 is equal to T into cos theta by cos alpha. So, from this we get T1 is equal to 3464.12 kilonewton. Now, resolving the vertical components, see, horizontal component and vertical component. T1 can be resolved into horizontal component and vertical component. Equating the vertical components, this is equating the vertical components, this is T1 sin alpha, and this is T sin theta. So T sin alpha plus T sin theta. So both are in the same direction, downward direction. So the vertical forces in the tower will be equal to T1 sin alpha plus T sin theta. So substitute the values, we get to 2931.98 kilonewton. Now the first part is over. We will go for the second part, that is pulley support. So when we are going for the second part, pulley support, So you can see a pulley at A and another pulley at B. So everything is the same. The only thing that is different from the first part is the tension in the main cable and the tension in the anchor cable remains the same. Tension in the main cable and the tension in the anchor cable remains the same. So vertical reaction, horizontal reaction, the tension in the cable and finding theta is the same as in the first part. Okay, finding the vertical reaction is the same. Finding the horizontal thrust is the same. Finding the tension in the cable, tension in the main cable is finding the angle made by the main cable with the horizontal is also the same. Now, horizontal load transmitted to the tower, we equate the horizontal components. So here this is T cos theta and here the component is T cos alpha. So equating the horizontal components T cos theta and T cos alpha. So one is right side and other one is left side. So T cos theta, right side we will take it as positive. So T cos theta minus T cos alpha, that will be our horizontal load transmitting to the tower when the support is a pulley support. Now for vertical load transmitted to the tower, we will equate the vertical component. So vertical component of tension in the main cable is like this. This is T sin theta and the vertical component in the anchor cable is T sin alpha. So both are downwards. So the total vertical load that will be acting on the tower will be T sin theta plus T sin alpha. So T sin alpha plus T sin theta, T is same. So we get VT, that is vertical load transmitted to the tower will be 2815.48 kilonewton. Okay, so first problem is over. We will go for the second problem. Example problem 2. A cable of span 120 meter and dip 10 meter carries a load of 6 kilonewton per meter over the horizontal span. Find maximum tension in the cable and inclination of cable at the support. Find the forces transmitted to the supporting pier if cable passes over smooth pulley support. Anchor cable is at 30 degree to the horizontal. Determine maximum bending moment for the pier if the height of pier is 15 meter. So here, in addition to the previous problem, we have to find the bending moment at the pier also. So as usual, like the previous problem, here the span length is 120 meter. This is the anchor cable. And the height of the tower is 15 meter. The maximum dip is 10 meter. The angle made by the main cable with the horizontal is theta. And the angle made by the anchor cable with the horizontal is alpha, that is equal to 30 degree. Alpha equal to 30 degree. Now at the support we have vertical reaction and horizontal thrust at A. At the support B also we have vertical reaction and horizontal thrust at B. Now we have the pulley support. Now the tension in the anchor cable, since it is pulley support, the tension in the anchor cable is the same as that of tension in the main cable and that is taken as capital T. Okay, so same diagram. Now, since it is supported by UDL, since it is subjected to UDL, vertical reaction at A and B will be same. So it is WL by 2, substitute W is 6 and L is 120, we get 360 kilonewton. Now the horizontal thrust formula we know WL square by 8H. So it is 6 into 120 square by 8 into H. So it is 1080 kilonewton. The tension in the tension in the main cable is T is equal to square root of V square plus H square. So it is 360 square plus 1080 square, we get 1138.4 kilonewton, and for finding theta, we know H is equal to T cos theta. So theta is equal to 18.43 degrees. Now we will find the forces on the tower. So horizontal forces, we will resolve the horizontal component. T cos theta, and this is T cos alpha. So T cos theta is equal to T cos alpha. So we get horizontal component HT is equal to T cos theta minus T cos alpha. So we get 94.128 kilonewton. Now vertical load transmitted to the tower, we will equate the vertical components. This is T sin theta, and here it is T sin alpha. So T sin theta plus T sin alpha, we get 929.1 kilonewton. Vertical load transmitted to the tower will be 929.1 kilonewton. Now the bending moment on the tower will be HT. HT is the horizontal load transmitted to the tower. This is HT, horizontal load transmitted to the tower, that is 94.128 into the distance of the tower, that is height of the tower, that is 15 meter. We get 1411.92 kilonewton meter. So two problems are over. With this, our fifth module, cables and suspension bridges, has come to an end. So fifth module is over by this. Thank you for listening. Hope you all understood. Thank you once again.